Today is Skil-shot Sunday. This is a weekly series where I play a champion who uses skill shots. The only requirement is that they must have a linear projectile skill shots, such as the Ashe arrow in this video. I will be posting these types of videos weekly, so be on the lookout for them. Now on to the game. In this game, our top lane is Darius vs Carol, jungle is Vi vs Diana, mid is Yasuo vs Vel'Koz, bot is Ashe and Nami vs Lux and Draven. So here we are in the game, and as the AD carry I do the usual start items, which is the Dawn's Blade, a health pot, and a warding trinket. So I'm going to speed up the rest of this gameplay as this is just the usual laning phase. But for now I want to tell you a tale of a true AD carry. This is a story of Alvin C. York, a Medal of Honor recipient. He is a sergeant in 1918 and was drafted into the military. One time, he was told to flank a German pillbox encampment of 30 machine gunners. If you don't know military terms, a pillbox is what is defined as a concrete enclosure usually, or it could be sandbags, and then they have a machine gunner. There's usually at least 2 people, maybe more, inside of it, and they would place them on top of hills and at beachheads to rain down machine gun fire upon the opposing enemy. So as Sergeant York was sent out with a group of 13 men, they had to go around the whole entire hill to try to get up there and flank them all. Throughout the hill, the Germans made a hidden trench that connected the different pillboxes. Inside were 3 German soldiers. They managed to kill 2 of them, but before the 3rd one died, he was able to scream out, alerting the other machine gunners around him. Instantaneously, all 30 machine guns turned around and wiped out 9 of the 13 men immediately. As a sniper, York was probably given something like an M1 Garand. So, being most proficient with that and being moderately medium range, he was able to kill more than half of the machine gunners easily. The Germans then decided that they had superior numbers, so they would do a fixed bayonet charge. 6 German got up and rushed him. Being that he took out already half of the machine gunners, he was out of ammo for his rifle. So he picked up his Colt 1911 and decided to finish the job with that. A quote that he said during his debrief was, "I picked off the 6th man first, then the 5th man, then the 4th, then the 3rd, and so on. That's the way we shoot wild turkeys back home. You see, we don't want the front ones to know we're getting the back ones, so they keep on coming. Also, if I kill the front ones, the back ones would pick up their rifles and kill me." The German major then rose from a trench and surrendered to him, saying that if he would stop shooting, they would all surrender. Back at U.S. headquarters, when he came back, he was carrying in tow 128 POWs, with a confirmed of 28 kills. And then it was later realized that he was the only one out of his whole entire group to actually fire back. And that is a true story of an AD carry in real life. Well, wasn't that an amazing story? Well, let's get back to the gameplay, because I'm about to get some sniping of my own done here. Off of this wave, I hit level 6, and Draven and Lux go into the bush, so I go position myself in a way so that Lux can't get me with a binding. They find Nami though and almost burst her down, but I use my ult to stun them and get some extra hits off, and I have the slow procking on them so that if they do flash, I can follow up with a flash of my own and be able to kill them. And that's exactly what happened in this scenario. After that kill, we go back to the standard laning process of farming off of creeps. And then Lux stands around and we almost get her, but she's able to back off. Just go back to regular creep farming. Draven reappears. And at this point I know that I'm quite fed and I can probably take them. Although I still only have Torn's Blade, I haven't gone back to the shop. Lux has a perfect ultimate right there. Splitting the post. It'd be a perfect field goal. But we're not in the NFL here. They get my support, which is kind of saddening. I decide to save my ult, and then I see Diana coming down, so I'm hoping that she can get here. I turn around for the ult, I get Lux, and then I stun Draven enough for Diana to kill him. I would have been able to survive if I actually procced my barrier earlier, but in retrospect, it's all fine. Okay, we have respawned and back in lane. Nami has side bush control and even placed down the world. Great support. It's rare to find a good support these days, somewhat. So we get onto Draven, I'm slowing him, and then I peel back through the minions. So I don't want to get overextended because my support just backed off. Cute. Getting that CS, that lovely gold. And then I see that they're just kind of sitting there, so I position myself. In retrospect, this is a bad position because Lux got me with the binding, but I know that I have better items than them. Get the auto attacks off of Draven, and then I sidestep Lux's ultimate. And then I'm waiting for the opportune moment to use my ult on Lux. I get the frost off, I get the ult. 1, 2, 3, there we go. And Nami even gets in a hit with her title thing. Here we are again, back in the laning phase, just doing our stuff, getting these creeps. It must be a terrible job to be a creep. There's a few videos on YouTube that I found pretty funny about creep education and stuff. Should go check those out, help out other channels. Always good to spread the love. Throw my hawk shot over so that I get some vision, and just in case there are any ganks. If I remember correctly, their jungler wasn't all that great, that's why I wasn't worried. Kinda just wait here, waiting for Draven. He comes out, activate my Q, I bait him in for the barrier, and I know I have better items than him, being a BF sword and a pickaxe with a long sword. So at this point, Kale is typing in all chat about how terrible her team is and all that, and I just replied saying that that they can still do it. To be honest, I don't think they could because I was pretty much fed. But that's besides the point. You want to help out other people, you know? Looking at mid lane, trying to help them out. I see Yasuo there. I don't want to shoot my ult at Yasuo because I know he could dodge it with his E pretty easily through a creep. I see Diana. And I see them pretty low. I judge what the creeps are going to be when they let them push up, so I fire it. I think that Yasuo is going out, but then he comes back and I get him. And Vel'Koz gets the kill secured with the second at part of the rift. It's always good. Would have been better to kill steal though. That's always better. So back to laning, just pushing in the wave, getting the CS, all that lovely gold so you can buy items. And then now we push in the wave, try to get some damage on the tower. Friendly support by my side, which is always a good thing. And then we back off because we don't have the wave. And then we just turn around, CS some more, push in the wave, and I probably get the turret off of this, I believe. Being that it's a cannon wave, probably get that off of it. Yep, there we go. And then there's Kale, who's still flaming at their team about not doing too well, which is a shame because You gotta try to spread some support through everybody. Not everybody's so skilled, or they just have bad matchups. And then I see Lux kind of overextended, being that she was in a support role also. She's relatively weak. So I tell Vel'Koz to go in, but Vel'Koz is low on mana. I didn't see that. So I get one hit off. I have my Frost on. That's 2 or 3. Bunch more hits. I throw a Hawk Shot into the bush so he can't get away without me seeing. And then I collapse on the mid lane and we try to close it out. Here's Yasuo. I really wanted to ult him, but I knew that he still has his wind wall up. So I'm trying to bait it out by throwing out the volley and having my Q active so that it would do slow him, trying to bait it out, but he doesn't, and eventually we just fall back because we don't have the wave anymore. And Draven's here, although he's not really that much of a threat, being that he's severely underfarmed. The only threat being Yasuo, who gets pulled in by Darius, and then we just completely converge on him. And here's the lovely kill steal. It's always good to do that. Or kill securing, as they would call it, being the AD carry. But, oh well. So I throw out a Hawk Shot just for my allies to get vision, and then we go back to base, buy some items, be even more fed. At this point I'm 8-1-2 with the creep score CS of 82, which is not all that great really. But I think the 8 kills make up for it. So here I go through the jungle, trying to get some extra gold income. Diana smites away the blue from me. I wasn't quite expecting that. And then we go push down mid lane to knock on their door. So here's Draven. He's scared of me. He only has a BT and a pickaxe. I have a BT pickaxe, Biowater Cutlass, Berserker Greaves, and Dawn's Blade. I found the Angel, so I'm going after her, not really knowing what's there, which is bad in retrospect. I flash to get the Q proc on. She flashes, already used her ult, so I know that's down. She should have saved that for a flash and then an ult. She probably could have turned around with a Q and do some more damage, but she has her heal and all that too. Vel'Koz gets a kill. I push out the wave, and then there is the surrender. They apparently had some AFKers also, which is quite sad as well, but there we go. Victory number 1.